I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different and every breakup is different. Work with me and you'll get professional help on your situation. And if you're in no contact focused on personal growth, my Knowledge Workbook series and Creative Healing course can help you make changes like you've never made before. Available now at AskCraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video I'm going to be talking to you about my ex gave me many chances to change. So when we're in a relationship, a lot of times our partner starts to vocalize their needs or things that they're hoping for to go differently, or maybe things that they need from you. And many times we're so caught up in what we want, we don't really accommodate them. We don't make the changes. We continue to do things that hurt them or make them feel uncared about, unloved. Maybe you lose your temper, you lose emotional self-control. There are a lot of different things that we can do that people will get to a breaking point and they finally get to a place where they have to leave. They have to leave the situation. One of the things that I have seen is that we very often take people for granted. We take our partners for granted. And when we do that, it's just going to lead to a slippery slope of you not treating them the best that you can. Because if you think that they'll tolerate it or they'll stay no matter what you say or do, then why would you look inward at a healthy way to treat them? So it's really important for you to know that prioritizing somebody and their needs is essential to keeping a healthy connection and to keeping the attraction strong. If you don't, and people keep saying, I need this to change, I need you to do this differently, or I need this to stop, and it doesn't, they will walk away eventually. And many of you are in that situation, and now you're beating yourself up. And now you're trying to fix those things and work on those things. And honestly, it's critical that you do that, right? That's why I have the Creative Healing course. That's why I have the workbooks, because many of us failed to live up to our partner's expectations and needs. We look at ourselves, we realize we weren't honest with them, we weren't honest with ourselves, we were neglectful, we took them for granted, and all of the other issues that came out. And we're like, oh my gosh, if I could just get one more chance with this person, I will do whatever I can. So always look at a breakup situation as like you'll have one more opportunity. And you want to over-prepare for it, because over-preparing is still going to put you in a great place if and when they do come back. Many exes do come back. Many exes will come back after 6 months of complete silence. It happens all the time. I hear about that at least on a weekly basis, several times a week. People will tell me they hadn't heard from their ex in 6 months, nothing, not a breadcrumb, not watching the stories, nothing. And all of a sudden, maybe they're avoidant, and one day they wake up absolutely devastated by the breakup. So please, don't let your ex's behavior right now impact how you act or how motivated you are in no contact. It will just put you in a position to fail and to make a lot of mistakes. So today I've got an email coaching that I want to talk about. This is from a guy in his mid-20s dating a woman in her early 30s, and she has a couple of kids. He says, we met when I started working at a place that she works in the summer of 2021. We started off as co-workers to friends. We started sneaking around. She was still living with her baby daddy, but never married, and we worked together. Okay, so it sounds like this relationship started off with her cheating on her partner, her boyfriend, whatever he was, fiance, father to the kids. When you start off your relationship in these kind of ways, it leads to problems because then you wind up not trusting them, ironically. Or when your relationship has issues, now one of the things you're going to feel is, well, I can't trust this person. They're not trustworthy. Well, yeah, because they were untrustworthy with you. So how relationships start are important too. We had a baby scare, broke things off, then rekindled to hooking up, then started dating when she found her own place. A few of the major problems we had is neither of us are healed from our past relationships, and she had a bad history of drugs, and I was getting into them. Well, a relationship is really going to struggle when people have addiction issues because that is going to be their priority. They will lie, cheat, steal, do whatever they have to do to get that fix. That drug will be the priority and not their partner or the relationship. We did them together, but I became worse as the years went on. So drugs, past trauma, and baggage, and trust issues. Well, I already discussed some of the trust issues because you guys got together through cheating, so now you're probably going to have a hard time trusting her, ironically. I left the place that we worked at, started a new career, started to become a better person. We had God in our relationship. Everything was good. Her kids loved me, and I loved them. We had the same goals as house, marriage, family, and having a child of our own. I started to go downhill again with the drugs, lying, sneaking around with them. She gave me many chances to improve, but things started to go downhill. Well, it would be understandable why she would not want to tolerate that. I don't know what kind of risky behaviors you were doing with these drugs. I don't know if you were sneaking out or lying about buying them or doing them. I don't even know what drugs you were doing. But obviously, there are a lot of drugs that could kill you. And maybe you were doing drugs that she thought might kill you, and now she would wind up having a baby with you and already has 2 kids of her own and a single mom of 3. So I don't know. You didn't say, but it doesn't sound like it was good. I started to get better, but she was already checked out. I started to panic, did everything I could. Then came the day where she pulled the trigger. She had someone in her back pocket the whole time into a rebound. Okay, so this isn't clear. You say the whole time? What does that mean? The whole time you were together, she had a rebound? That can't be right. The whole time, I don't know what the whole time means. Sometimes when you guys write these things, you're not thinking in what I could clearly grasp, right? If you had said she had had a rebound for a couple of months or a rebound for a few weeks, obviously that makes a big difference. But you say the whole time. So just remember those things when you're doing an email coaching. Obviously, when we're doing a video coaching call, like a Zoom call, I can ask a lot of questions and say, hey, hold on, what do you mean about that? And clarify those things. I started no contact. Breadcrumbs started. She began to reach out after a while. We ran into each other. I played it cool. Left town for work. She ended up falling. Confessing feelings. He put fessing feelings. Fessing. She's fessing her feelings, of course. Confessing her feelings. We set a date. My plans changed, so I tried moving it forward. She bailed. Back to no contact. Then it was confirmed she was officially dating him. About 5 weeks go by. She asked for her bike back. I set a time frame she never showed. Okay, so it sounds like she may have been using the bike as an indirect direct when she really wanted to see you. You gave her a time frame, and then she just didn't show up because she wasn't ready to see you. And there's going to be even more evidence that it wasn't indirect as you watch what happens here. It was Easter weekend. Following week, she reaches out and confessed feelings. He said fest feelings. Fest feelings. Fest feelings even harder. Wow. Texting and phone calls. This new guy is still involved. We set a concrete date to go out, have fun, and catch up. Good. I canceled because she was still with him. Question is, if she ever figures out what she wants, should I take her back? Okay, so you want to take things slow, obviously, because she had some kind of rebound going on here. We don't know the details of that. How long it was going on, what was going on, was she seeing this guy, was she cheating on you with this guy, or did that only happen after she ended it with you? Maybe she was just chatting with him ahead of time. You said she had asked you many times to work on your issues. You were sneaking out, doing drugs, lying. We don't know how far that went, but obviously you could see why somebody would not want to stay if someone is doing those things. Do you think she'll ever come back around? Oh, we'll get to that in a minute, because watch everything that plays out after this question. I still have the bike. I plan on taking it to her myself this time. No, keep the bike. Let her use it as an excuse to reach out again. There were a lot of things that happened. Things that she said over the phone and text messages. I told her that I still pray for her and her kids, that she's healthy, well, at peace, and happy, and that he treats her well. She said that he doesn't. I asked if she loves him. She said, no, I love you. Well, if a woman said that to me, I would say, okay, well, if you love me, then why don't we get together and talk? Let's go out, let's catch up, let's see each other. I don't know if he did or he didn't. Now, I know this other guy is in the picture, but let's go on a little bit more and we'll come back to this. The kids ask about you, and I choke up every time they do. She misses me. She loves me. She misses my voice. She couldn't wait to see me. Look at all these things that she's saying, right? It's great to hear your ex saying those things. If that's the case, why is she still in the relationship? I canceled our date because it's not fair to me or to him. Well, that's true. It is not fair to him or to you. And it would be understandable why someone might not want to meet up in this situation, right? When she's seeing with this other guy. Let me go on a little bit more. I'm just so confused on why she's holding on to him and me at the same time, especially if she isn't happy and she's drinking more often. Okay, so obviously it's confusing. She's giving a lot of mixed messages. She's dating this guy, but we don't know if they're official. They could be more casual, right? You don't know exactly what she's saying to this guy or he's saying to her. In this particular situation, I might consider saying to her one time that I would get together with her. Going out, having fun, if you could stay really relaxed, pressure-free, having a great time. See what she says. If she starts confessing all of these things again, I'm going to say, look, if you feel this way, what's keeping you from repairing this with me? Right? I'm going to think about some specific questions to ask her, open-ended questions to ask her about what's keeping you in that relationship. What's holding you back from repairing this from me? You know, if you want to be with me, why don't you give me a call when you're ready to get together again? You know, I'd rather not see you again until you've ended it with this other guy, because it wouldn't be healthy for me or for you or for the situation or for us repairing this. So why don't you end that whenever you're ready to, and contact me when you want to see me and see how it goes. I think that's what I would do here. And in the meantime, think long and hard about the things that you did and the areas you need to work on. I don't know if you're in therapy, that would help you. And I'm sure it would make her feel a lot more at ease that you're working on yourself. I'm not sure if you're in AA or an NA or anything like that. That would also probably make her feel a lot better about the situation. Do the creative healing course, Working through the course should help you learn to soothe yourself, and in turn that should help you with your addiction, because when you learn to soothe yourself, you're going to be a lot more likely to want to be in the present reality and not have to do things to numb yourself or make yourself feel better. Do I think she's going to come back around again? Absolutely. I mean, listen to all the things that she said. She misses me. She loves me. She misses my voice. She can't wait to see me. She chokes up every time the kids ask about me. So absolutely, I think she's going to come back around again. And I think you need to think long and hard about the things she asked you to change and show her that you're changing for yourself, not to get her back. You're changing. You're working on these issues because you took a look in the mirror and you want to be the best version of you. That's the way to handle that, okay? I know it's confusing because she hasn't let go of this other guy yet. He's not treating her well. It's just a matter of time before that ends, and I'm sure she's going to come back to you. But take things slow. You want to make sure you're careful here. Obviously, it was your behavior that led to her talking to another guy, but you both have to be held accountable for that, and hopefully you do and talk about it like adults. Take it slow, okay? There's a lot going on here, and you don't want to rush. Okay. So hopefully you found this one helpful. Of course, if you want to get my help personally, you can do that on my website, askcraig.net. I do email coaching and I do Skype. You can get my creative healing course and my workbooks only on my website. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.